Let's watch the first round of matches played between BNA and TonyXMEN in the GP365 and France versus Italian XMEN tournament in Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. So, BNA starts this round with Victoria playing with the Shuriken and the Koi. He's using the Lucky 7 string, which has stamina Shion tier 3 and critical tier 2. Should be enough for his Victoria to hold the stamina. What surprised me is that the BNA chose to play with weightlifting while he was already choosing a stamina Shion tier 3 string. Very nice Costco drop shot there from BNA. That's one of his preferred shots. He uses them a lot versus volleyers, for instance. As for TonyXMEN, he was using ABK. You know, ABK is now on the trend in tournaments of Tennis Clash. Here, for capping 9 matches, ABK can be a good choice too, even if TonyXMEN didn't choose a special string having long catch. That can be risky. However, not that much, because the ABK of TonyXMEN was playing with 2 strong hands, so the classic counterpuncher lineup at level 9 capping with cabo load, resistance band, hammer forge, Hades threats, Koi. Playing with 2 strong hands allows TonyXMEN not to worry too much about positioning. He doesn't need to anticipate that much. With agility, his ABK can still get to the ball relatively quickly, especially if ABK can conserve a minimum of stamina, which is the case with this Rogue Machine Fiber string having stamina Shion tier 3, and with the critical shot tier 2 she can be pretty dangerous. So you can see that TonyXMEN won the first match, even if BNA hit some very nice shots in the first match. That was not enough, because by the end he was a bit inaccurate. Let's see if BNA can do something good. In the second match, he has chosen to play with the same lineup, with a Shuriken then. So the serve of Victoria is not very strong, of course, without the lunges, but she can keep stamina and still have a strong forehand. Very nice shot there. What a missile from Victoria. So the serve is the problem. Serve stat is low, and ABK can hit very strong returns. And I guess that we are going to see BNA change a bit the lineup for this third match. Lucky for BNA that TonyXMEN didn't hit that in. Yeah, BNA trying to confuse TonyXMEN a bit with the positioning, but it didn't work on the previous point. Very nice cross-court drop shot to end this second match. Now it's 1-1 in this round, and BNA has changed the lineup, so you don't see the pre-match stat screen, because BNA recorded the TC replays. He didn't record the matches live when he was playing the matches, because otherwise his phone wouldn't head up too much. Now the victory of BNA is using the ballistic and the Jolly Roger instead of shuriken and the koi, so the serve has a bit more of impact, but he's playing with agility. You're going to see by the end of this video the lineups used by both players. Of course, BNA will try to hit in priority on the ABK's forehand. She has it a bit weaker than her backhand, but he will not always do that, of course. He will try to front foot now and then, except that it didn't work there. TonyXMEN played that third match perfectly and is now leading 2-1 in this round of 32. So this is the fourth match and BNA is keeping the same lineup, meaning with ballistic and Jolly Roger. Some strong shots there. He's trying to insist on ABK's forehand side, except that TonyXMEN was anticipating correctly. BNA has to return now, has to come back in this round of 32, otherwise TonyXMEN will lead 3-1 and it will be hard to outflank this ABK. Yeah, the serve did have an impact there. Once again, having a serve is useful, was useful in this match for BNA. Whoops, double fault from TonyXMEN. And now the score is 2-2 in this round of 32. For this fifth match, BNA has changed the character and the string. He has changed to Leo, keeping the ballistic and Jolly Roger. So of course the serve will be the strong point now of Leo. But Leo's forehand is a bit weaker, of course, than Victoria's. The Pride string is supposed to give a better chance to hit critical shots with critical tier 3. It doesn't have the backhand counter of the Lucky 7 string, but it shouldn't be enough if BNA activates critical enough, often enough, or can hit very nice cross-court shots like the one that we saw just 2 points ago. This time it didn't work. Yeah, critical did activate quite often. Not easy at all versus this ABK of TonyXMEN, who plays very well. Too bad on that shot. It was a bit hard for TonyXMEN, who put it out. Tony is still fighting hard. Will not be easy for BNA. Very nice cross-court shot from BNA, who wins that one, and he's leading 3-2 in this round of 32. So the problem is now that BNA didn't record the last replay. It was corrupted, so you can see, but he did win the last match of this round of 32. You can see now the sum up of the scores. He won the last match to qualify for the round of 16, 7-2. So you are seeing now the different lineups used by BNA and TonyXMEN in this first round. Well, I hope you enjoy watching the round 32 matches played between BNA and TonyXMEN in the GP365 and France versus the Italian XMEN tournament in Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel on Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell to stay tuned for new videos of the tournament. Thank you a lot for your support and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye bye.